Give me a minute and let me give you an update on the Belgorod incursion. We have confirmation from Zelensky that there is some kind of an operation happening here. But that's all we know, right? There's some kind of an operation happening here. And again, this is just after the Kursk withdrawal, right? And Kursk is just a little bit north of here. Sudza is only about 17 miles from this point in Belgorod, where it appears now that, in fact, we know the Ukrainian army is in there. What they're doing there, we're not sure yet. It could be a diversionary tactic, an attempt to pin down Russian troops inside Russia so that they don't come into Ukraine. Could be that simple, a feint. Or they could be, it's only 17 miles to Sudza, where the Russian army, supported by the North Koreans, have just pushed the Ukrainians out and are there in force. If, as some Russian sources are saying, the Ukrainians have put 4,000 troops over the border here, we could be looking at a massive encirclement of Russian forces just south of Sudza or in Sudza itself. 17 miles, that's all they have to go. Now, what are the Russians saying? So this is an update from a Russian mill blogger. The enemy is not currently using equipment. Border guards, together with units of the Russian Ministry of Defense, remain on the lines entrusted to them and do not retreat from their positions and are fighting. So he goes on to say that the Ukrainians had overcome the Dragon's Teeth defenses, had passed the landmined areas, and were in that town of Demidovza, 17 miles south of Sudza. It is important to realize that our troops have been fighting for 3 days. So it was 2 days ago that we first heard about a Belgorod incursion. And this guy is saying that the battle's been ongoing since that time, which means we must not forget about the delivery of ammunition, drones, and the rotation of personnel. The enemy has suffered significant losses, etc. Demidovka itself has been reduced to ruins as a result of intense fighting, local sources report. It should be noted that earlier the North Group of Forces sent UAV operators to the area. So everything that this guy is saying says that there's a large force of Ukrainians on new Russian territory.